we're back. And so are they.
Yes. I didn't know how to say that.
I'm Brad.
I'm Rach.
Our kids are officially in bed.
Yep.
And we have a special episode of The Kids Are in Bed Tonight.
Yes, we do. Is it special? I guess it is.
We're talking
special.
about our embryos.
Yeah, it's special.
From her.
Our frozen children.
We had a phone consultation with Dr. Slowey. He's out at Coastal Fertility out in Charleston, South Carolina. He's the one that did our initial IVF cycle. Ta-da! We have twins, and we have 2 embryos left that are frozen.
Yep. You are now up to speed.
So we did a phone consultation with him today just to kind of pick his brains about possible next steps. And we need a new battery. Where do you want to start? There's a lot to unwrap.
Yeah, we've got a lot to unpack or unwrap. It is the holiday season. I think I would like to start with, what would you say to the naysayers out there that say I'm a nag, and if you don't want more kids, then the conversation should be dropped?
Well, we addressed that in the main vlog, that I'm not going to agree to transfer embryos just because Rachel really, really wants them.
I don't like the way you said that. Just because you really, really want them.
Right, exactly. We both agree that this is a 50-50 decision, and I'm not going to like resent the fact that we have another child just because Rachel wants another child.
I would hope not.
Yeah, exactly. So,
well, if we do move forward, then everybody can rest assured that it's because you felt also like we should have another child, not because you feel like I want one, so you'll do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay.
And after today, we're never having any more kids. There was not a 10-minute period where one of the children was not crying.
I don't know what the deal was.
I think probably because your dad babysat, and so...
Oh, yeah, that kicked things
He was
off.
here when they woke up. They didn't eat breakfast. They had a sugary breakfast treat, and it just escalated from there.
Snowballed. Yeah, I think you're right. It was a break in the usual routine, and they had fun with Bumpa and watched TV and stuff, and then we tried to get things back on track after that. It didn't happen.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And
routine breaks in toddlers
and,
are hard.
And Bear woke up last night in the middle of the night and cried, so who knows?
He's probably tired. Yeah, it was kind of a rough day, and of course you called it because we had this conversation about moving our family forward, and
we were getting excited about our 2 embryos that we have left.
Yeah, and you heard him say it right out of the horse's mouth. He like had some excitement after this consultation with our reproductive endocrinologist.
Right, and then we get home and it's just a total...
Rah! And I'm like doing everything I can to like shell them away, shuffle them into our room so that he can't hear them crying. And I'm trying to like manage things on my own and just give him one of them, and I tried.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you tried.
Mm-hmm. We asked a bunch of questions. Well, I feel like I did. I feel like I asked all of the questions because
you did, but I mean, that's just because he was kind of mostly talking to you, and I was just kind of there.
Yeah.
For the ride.
Andrew.
Yeah.
I think he
doesn't even know my name. Not that it matters. Who cares about the husband?
I do. I care about the husband.
What reproductive endocrinologist cares about the husband?
0 of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Yeah, for some reason I'm Andrew in the chart. I was back in the day as well. It obviously hasn't changed.
I forgot about that until he...
And we don't care enough to like correct him.
No, it really doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter whatsoever.
Yeah, so Brad's Andrew. But also he kind of launched straight into the conversation as if we're ready to do another transfer.
Right.
And went on and on about like what that will entail leading up to it. When in reality, we wanted this conversation to be more general.
Exactly.
So I felt like he could have talked the entire 20-minute time slot. I felt like we had probably about a 20-minute time slot.
Yeah.
And he could have talked that entire time about what a cycle will look like.
Mm-hmm.
And we needed to get in there and get our questions answered.
Right.
And even so, we didn't really get all of them answered, but that's okay.
Well, yeah, almost all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I mean, what he said, well, so to start the cycle, you start birth control And then, so he talked about it. I mean, of course he's going to want to do it medicated because
Right.
it's going to give you the best shot of pregnancy.
Not necessarily, but that's what their statistics are based off of.
Exactly.
I think there's research coming out that says that it's comparable doing an unmedicated versus a medicated cycle, or else they wouldn't do it. Like, it wouldn't be an option.
Yeah.
So I'm going to research that too, and then also research the clinics around us and see if any of them would potentially do. And this is all contingent upon us deciding we're going to move forward with an embryo transfer.
Mm-hmm.
But that's still yet to be determined. But yeah, he did basically reveal that it is a medicated cycle.
And then,
Which one of our questions is it possible to do it not medicated?
and then he kind of voluntarily said, since neither of us have a family medical history of any genetic disorders, that we wouldn't get them genetically tested.
Mm-hmm.
But then you brought it up.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of changed his mind.
You're saying he voluntarily said that way back when?
Like at the very, very beginning of our conversation.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize he said that.
Well, I mean, he didn't. I can't remember exactly what he said, but it sounded like, we don't need to get them genetically tested.
Okay.
But then when you specifically asked about it, and he kind of probably took a second and be like, yeah, they have 3 kids.
2 embryos.
Given your situation, that probably is a good idea.
Yeah. He did agree that it was a good move.
Right. Well, we asked him after he gave us the statistics about thawing them, doing the genetic testing, refreezing them. They have almost a 99% chance of survival. So.
Right. It's a very negligible chance that they would not make it. But another thing to consider is the grade of our embryos. And I don't know if that's... He didn't seem like it was much of a consideration, especially if we're genetically testing them. Then a genetically tested normal embryo has the same chance at pregnancy at the worst grade and at the best grade. If they both come back genetically normal, they have the same pregnancy rates. And our 2 remaining embryos are the worst grade possible that he will still freeze. That was kind of disheartening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he said they're just as good if they come back genetically
normal. If they come
normal.
back genetically normal, they're just as good. But there's also like an 8% difference in pregnancy rates in the best and the worst graded embryos that they freeze at the clinic. So I don't feel like that's insignificant.
8%?
Yeah.
No. But if it's from like 99 to 90.
It's not anywhere near that. It's like...
Really?
Yeah. He said with our 2 best embryos, our chance at pregnancy, if we just transferred 1, was like 30%. If we just transferred 2, or if we transferred 2, which we did, chance at pregnancy with a singleton was 70%. So with our other 2, I wonder what he would say our percentage is in his mind. I mean, he just estimates based on the grade of the embryo. And
Right.
there's also the fact that they're 6-day embryos and not 5-day embryos.
And then we asked about, should we transfer them here locally or in Charleston?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about what he said about different salines or media that they're frozen in?
Again, I think it's kind of negligible, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really have any feelings on that. I don't care about going to Charleston to do the transfer. It doesn't bother me to do that.
Right.
That'd
be a nice vacation, actually.
Yeah, it'd be
I
kind
think
of fun.
I'd prefer it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be too bad. So there was that. And then one question we had that we didn't ask was, would you recommend then transferring 2 embryos? Since the only reason he even recommended transferring 2 embryos the first time was because he thought that gave us our best chance at a singleton pregnancy. He did not want us to be pregnant with twins. So now, given the fact that they both took, but that the other 2 are, I guess genetic testing changes the whole ball game. So if we get them both genetically tested and they come back both normal, he would probably not say transfer both of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Would we?
Transfer both?
Yeah.
I'm team only have 1 more pregnancy. Just get it all done. Let's just wipe it out. I don't want 2 more pregnancies.
I know you
to
don't.
get through.
I just can't imagine having twins again.
I know, but this time we actually live near family.
Yeah, but your mom literally moved in with us,
Mm-hmm.
which would be more than how it would be this time.
Well, Bear and Lyndall would be older and they could help. Let us know what
Were
age.
you around today?
Let us know what age your kids were when they could like actually help with the baby.
Yeah.
Those of you that have multiple varying age children. Yeah. You would not be on board. Well, this is a far reach for you because you're still not even at the point where you can think about another one. So thinking about transferring twins at this point is probably way off your radar.
Yeah. Any final thoughts?
Any final thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
For me?
Mm-hmm. I thought you were saying yes, like you have some.
Oh, no. I thought that was really good information, and I'm excited to get them genetically tested. And after they're genetically tested, then we'll have a lot more conversations.
Here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
And I've asked this before, but it's just interesting to think about. When we get them genetically tested, we will know the genders of them.
Mm-hmm. That has absolutely no effect on me.
I know. That doesn't like add a layer of humanity to that embryo.
No, because they literally haven't changed at all.
But you know then what the gender is.
Who cares?
Or what the sex is, I should say.
Right.
I feel like if we get them tested, only one of them comes back normal and they say this is a male embryo.
Mm-hmm.
Or a female embryo. Either way.
Yeah.
It makes that so much more, I feel already connected to it. I feel already connected to it way back when it
Right,
was.
exactly. So what difference would it make?
I don't know. I think it just adds a layer. I don't know how to explain. But knowing that will make a difference for me. And it won't make a difference for you.
Not in the slightest.
Interesting.
It does. I mean, it doesn't change.
I know.
Like what embryo it is.
I know. It doesn't. Another thing, here's another question. I don't even want to ask this one out loud.
What?
What if we get the two embryos genetically tested and they both come back abnormal, non-compatible with life?
Then we have completed our family. Are you thinking about adoption?
I don't know what I'm thinking. I was just asking. I have not even gone there in my mind because I don't think I can even wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
At this stage where I'm at, I can't wrap my head around that. And it might just mean that's a door closed and I need to work through it. It might, I don't know. I don't even know.
I guess we'll find out.
Would we do IVF again?
And you'll find out as well if you hit that subscribe button. All right, well.
IVF again?